After creating our project and our test plans, we must create a build or a release. So we find here on the right under the test plan management the word builds or releases. So what is a build or a release? Let's go for example to the Google Play Store. That is the Android store, okay? And open it. If we open any application inside this store, this app will have some builds. So let's search for example for Ayat. Here, Ayat, okay, search this application. You will find here inside the application, if we go down, the reviews and then the current version. Okay, so what is the version? This is version number 2. Okay, so this application had 2 versions. If we have a major change in our application, we say that we have a new version, version 1, version 2, and so on. But if we have some minor changes, okay, we changed only some features or updated some bugs and solved them, so we say we have version 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, and so on. If there is a very small change, we can say 2.1.1 and so on. So these are the versions of our application. So if we go here in TestLink, we have inside the system test plan builds or releases. Of course, until now, we don't have any builds or releases inside our project. So let's click on the builds and releases. Here he says, builds are defined within this test plan. A build is identified by its title. Each build is related to the active test plan. So each build or each release must be assigned to a test plan. Description should include the description of the build, the list of the deliverables, the fixes or features, the approvals, and the status. The build has 2 attributes, active or inactive. This defines whether the build can be used. Inactive defines that the build can't be listed on the execution and report pages. Open and closed. Only for open builds, test results can be modified. So we will create a build, and of course it will be active and open. We will call it version 1.0. Okay, like we said, when we change it or the update of it will be 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. 1.0, we can say we will test the login and register functionality. So these are the functions that we will test inside this build. Okay, let's create it. This is version 1.0. Let's create another build, version 1.1. Okay, we can say here we will retest the login and register functionality to ensure bugs are fixed. Okay, and then we will test the cart section. Okay, cart and search section. So here we have 2 items inside this version. We will test again the login and the register in order to make sure that they did not regress, there is no regression in them, and we will test the cart and the search. Let's add a release date. Okay, so today is 14th of January. This build will be delivered at 28th of January. Okay, here he asks me if I want to copy the tester assignments. If the tester has some assignments from the previous build, they will come with him inside the new build. Create. So here we have 2 versions or 2 builds. The first one, we did not add a release date to it, so let's add it. The release date like 1 week from now. So here we have 2 builds. Each build is 1 week from the other. Okay, both are open and active. We can close it or open it again. We can deactivate it or activate it again, and we can delete the build, but we don't want to do this. If we return to TestLink, here we have our builds or releases. We open them, we have the 2 builds. But make sure these builds are inside the project Nizam and the system test plan. If I go to the acceptance test plan and click on builds, there is no builds inside the acceptance. So let's say, for example, version 1.0, okay, and here we say some users or the system will be tested by potential users. Okay, alpha testing. So here we will do alpha testing, and this will be in February of 2019. Okay, 1st of February. Create. So here the acceptance test plan has one version, and the system test plan we have to bring it from here has also two versions, not one version. Make sure that you are inside the correct test plan.